Hi, this is Walt Mossberg from the Wall Street Journal, and this week I took a look at a program that lets you dictate instead of typing on your computer and using your voice to control various functions of the computer, like posting to social networks or going to certain web pages or sending emails. The program is called Dragon Dictate 3, and it's just the newest version of uh, a very venerable line of dictation software, all called Dragon, most of which is focused on Windows and gone under the name Dragon Naturally Speaking. But the company that makes Dragon, Nuance Communications, has more recently turned its attention to the Mac to try to bring dictation on the Mac up to the level of where Dragon has been on Windows. And Dragon Dictate 3, which came out last month, brings the two to near parity. They use the same speech recognition engine. So the company says my tests on the Mac version would be representative of what you'd get on the Windows version. They have slightly different features. The Windows version still is a bit more full-featured, but the Mac version in this edition has gained a bunch of important things that it lacked before, such as the ability to use your voice to select a single word and correct it, and the ability to transcribe an audio recording, something that had already existed on the Windows side. I tested Dragon Dictate 3, which costs $200, in a variety of scenarios. I posted to Facebook and Twitter using only my voice, not just for the dictation part, but also to tell it to post the messages. Of course, dictated word processing documents, dictated into web pages where a text entry was allowed, and did a number of other things. And in general, it worked very well. It did make some errors, but errors are fairly easy to correct, again, only using your voice. You can say, scratch that, or you can choose an alternate spelling from a box that pops up and lets you just say, choose 1, 2, 3, 4, however many alternates there are. Now, there are some downsides to this. This is old school software. I already said it's expensive. It's $200. And it does take time to learn and master the really vast array of spoken commands it offers. The user manual is over 200 pages if you were to read it and study it. And it also recommends that you speak in full sentences or phrases, think ahead to what you want to say, be in a relatively quiet place. And while those are all good suggestions, they're not always easy to replicate. There was one other annoying thing I found on the Mac version. The program has a nice feature where it can learn the names of your contacts for use in, say, emails. But on the Mac version, it won't work at all if your contact list or address book is larger than 300 names. The company admits that that's archaic and arbitrary, and it promises to fix it. But overall, if you are disabled and can't type, or prefer not to type, or are looking to avoid repetitive stress injury, I found Dragon Dictate 3, and by extension, the Windows product, Dragon Naturally Speaking 12, to be very good, very effective, and I can recommend it. This is Walt Mossberg, and I'll see you next week.